Gonna try that again. The mic's a little lower than I'm used to. Good morning, millionaires. Noticed a video camera in the back. We are actually live streaming the awards assembly. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to expect you to represent us very well as millionaires. I want to talk to you about the purpose of this ceremony. It is not a graduation. You are not graduating. You don't graduate from elementary school. You don't graduate from middle school. You graduate when you get to high school. Future military men and women. The world is yours. You're about to embark on a 4-year journey at the best high school in the area, one of the best in the state. Whatever it is that your interests and your talents are, the high school has many things to offer you. So get yourself ready over the summer. Start to think about, they're going to add a 5th B. You know the promise you I won't say the 4 B's right now, but I am going to let you know what the 5th B is. And that 5th B that they're going to add at the high school is be professional. And within that word professional is the word profession. It's not too early to start to think about some of the things that you want to do with your life as you go through the next 4 years and as you graduate from Williamsport Area High School. Start to think about those things. Conduct yourself in a manner with your goals in mind. Set goals for yourself. Do everything you can to reach those goals. You've reached that goal today. Again, you made it through 2 years here at the middle school. For almost all of you, there were bumps in the road, whether they were bumps in the road here at school or bumps in the road outside of school. That is life, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Life is always going to present challenges to you. It is how you respond to those challenges and how you react, and how you pull yourself up and what you do with yourself that builds the character within you. I wish you all the best of luck. Now we're going to move forward with our awards ceremony. Mr. Fatherly is here to present our first award of the day. Thank you.
Good morning, millionaires. As I present the first award this morning, I'm remembering the fact that, quite simply, you've actually had 9 years of experience to actually prepare you for this moment. Many of you have performed exceptionally throughout the school year, and I think that this is just a commemoration of your hard work and effort. Our first award this morning will be the Senator Yaws Award, and basically it's presented by the State Senate Citizenship Award, which is a certificate given to 2 students who have demonstrated their citizenship to the school and to the community by possessing the attributes of honor, scholarship, service, leadership, and courage. This award comes from the office of Senator Eugene Yaw, and simply Senator Yaw actually sent a letter, and it expressed his gratitude for middle school students who actually participate and accept this Good Citizenship Award. Without delay, our winners for the Senator Yaw's Award this year will be Hannah Myers and Austin Stugart. Hannah's not here? Okay, Austin. Thank you. Here to present our next set of awards is Mrs. Adams.
Good morning. I'd like to present some awards from students from my classroom that have excelled academically over this school year. These students are Quan Wilson for Language Arts, Robbie Paritsky for Math, Shamar Martin for Social Studies, and Nick Zerby for Science. Here now to present several sports awards are our middle school track coaches, Coach Laird and Coach Palmetier.
As Mr. Mumbauer said, today's assembly recognizes the academic achievement of many of you. And while that academic achievement is the most important of your middle school career, there are other avenues in which students can be successful. One of the lists that we keep are track and field records, not only for our building, but for our school district and as large. The school or building record started when this building opened in 2014. The school district record goes back a lot longer. We switched to middle school back in 1982, and at that time there were 3 middle schools, Lycoming Valley, Curtin, and Roosevelt. And so the school district record goes back as far as 1982. This year, we had an undefeated dual meet season in track. We finished 3rd out of 34 teams in the Altoona Middle School Championship, and we set 8 records. At Altoona, 15 athletes earned top 8 finishes. And that's quite an accomplishment because you had to qualify for that particular event, and then you had to compete against some of the best athletes from the 34 schools that were there. Most events had somewhere between 30 and 50 competitors. If you were a boy that finished in the top 8 at Altoona, I'd like you to just stand at your seat, please. Any boy that finished in the top 8 at Altoona. Thank you. This year there were 2 school building records that were either set or tied, and I'd like those athletes to come forward as I call their name. J. Henry Lyons set the building record in the 3,200 meter run, running that in 11 minutes and 44 seconds. J. Henry. Each boy will get a certificate and his choice of a pin. Congratulations. Here's your certificate. You may either pick the track pin or the wing foot. You go this way. The second record that we tied in a building record was Trey Taylor. Trey, if Trey would come forward. I gotta find it. There's too many of these. Hup. I gave Jay Henry yours. Jay Henry, does that certificate have your name on it or somebody else's? Sorry about that. Just switch here. This one's yours. Just stay here then, too. You're going to be a while. Trey tied the high jump record, jumping 5 feet 8 inches. He's going to stay here. He's got a couple more on the way. There were 6 school district records. Said these records go back to 1982. And Trey also broke a record that had been standing since 1987 in the triple jump, jumping 41 feet, 9.5 inches. You may pick a pin also. You don't get 3 or 4 of them, but you got one. Okay. The next award also goes to Trey Taylor. 100-meter hurdles, 13.9 seconds. 110-meter hurdles, 14.4 seconds, which was also the meet record at Altoona. And the 300-meter hurdles, 43.12 seconds. He now owns all the hurdle records at Williamsport School District. What do you got? You 3. Okay, you can still stand there for a moment. The next award goes to Trey Eisworth, 400-meter dash record. Congratulations. You may pick either the track pin or the wing foot. And your certificate. We also tied the 400-meter dash relay record, and that team consisted of Nick Lorson, Patrick Garrity, Dallas Grease, and Max Good, if they would come forward. Yeah, stay up here for a minute. Congratulations. You may pick a pin, one or the other. The certificates are all the same. Congratulations. Congratulations. Pin. I also owe Trey Taylor an apology. When I handed out the year-end summary, I made a mistake on the front cover of that. Trey, now you're going to make me walk over there? Come back here. And so I reprinted the year-end summary with the correct records. Whether he even noticed it, that I had the hurdle record at 14.1 instead of 13.9, and I had the triple jump record incorrect, but I have corrected that for him, so he has a correct copy. I'd like to congratulate these athletes and all the athletes that competed throughout the seasons here at WAMS this year. They had outstanding years, all of the teams, and the high school will be in good shape with these athletes moving on. Thank you. You may go. Relay team. Relay team, come back. winning teams always get a baton.
Similar to the boys, the girls had a outstanding season as well. We completed our second undefeated season in a row. We took second place out of 33 teams at the Altoona Championship. So if they were keeping a combined score between the boys and girls, the boys teams and the girls team would have been the number one team out there among 33 teams. So we did an outstanding job out there. I'd like to take a few moments here to recognize some individuals for their outstanding performance this year. First, Haley Fosnot. Haley is a seventh grader that came to us that had an outstanding year. She's a special athlete that would do anything that we needed her to do. Her background in gymnastics was a tremendous asset, and it translated over to track very well. She experienced some great success early in the year. She broke the school record in triple jump, one that stood since 1995, with a jump of 32 feet, 7¼ inches. Looking forward to Haley coming back next year. Congratulations. And you just want to stand over there then? Next, Maggie D. I never say her last name. Is she here? It's funny when we go to away meets and stuff like that, they have to pronounce her last name, and when I get the record sheets back of all the distances and everybody scratches out her last name because nobody can pronounce it. And then they write their own little pronunciation on it, so it's kind of funny, and I never say her last name. So this was Maggie's first year at track. I'm really glad that she decided to come out this year. She worked really hard. What she did, she was a thrower, so learning shot put and discus can take some time. It's a lot of technique, a lot of drills, and she did a great job. And it's really nice from a coaching standpoint to see that hard work pay off throughout the year. By the middle of the season, Maggie was, in a short 4 or 5 weeks, she was one of our top throwers in both shot and discus. Her hard work paid off at Central Mountain, where Maggie broke the school record for shot put with a throw of 33 feet, 7½ inches, a record that has stood since 2006. Congratulations, Maggie. Keep working hard and looking forward to your success next year at high school. Congratulations. Oh, it's not you. There you go. Next, Avery Eisworth, Alexa Radulski, Katie Penman, and Jayla Bartholomew. Could you please come up? These 4 girls set a new school record in the 4x400 relay. Each person has to run 1 lap around the track as fast as they can. Going into the Altoona Championship, the girls knew that they could, if they all ran their best, we'd be able to break the record. And that's what they did. It's rare to find 4 girls that want to run a 400. So any track person out there, you know how tough that 400-meter race is. It's not fun. Even if you do like it, you hate it. So it's a love-hate relationship with that race. And to find 4 girls that truly wanted to run it, it was their goal. Avery was dealing with some hip issues, and she put that aside for her team and sucked it up and sacrificed. And they did a fantastic job out in Altoona. So it's fun to watch from a coaching standpoint to find girls that want to do it and the hard work that paid off. They ran a 4-minute and 24-second 4x4, which broke the previous record by 11 seconds, and that was set in 1991. So 26-year record. that they broke. So congratulations to these girls. Katie, Jayla, come back. Combined, these two girls hold 7, or a combination of 7 school records. And that is district record going back as far as I've got the records. Some of them go back to 1976. These two girls hold 7 of them, okay? First, in the 2 years that Jayla competed in the 100 and 300 hurdles, she had a combined record of 25 wins and 3 losses. Those 3 losses coming as a 7th grader, and 2 of them coming out at the Altoona Championship last year. She went undefeated in both events this year. Jayla has something special that separates her from most other athletes, and that is when the pressure is on the big stage, she rises to the occasion. She will not give up. She will not quit. Along with the accomplishment of being undefeated, like I said, she also has 2 school records in the 100 hurdle and 300 hurdle. She broke her own record in the 300 hurdles and set a new school record and, similar to Trey, a Altoona Championship meet record with a time of 15.8 seconds in the 100-meter hurdles. Congratulations. Finally, Katie, similar to Jayla, what separates Katie from all other athletes I've ever had is her undeniable work ethic. I've never seen a girl practice harder than this girl. When we're done with our workout, and it's usually 30, 35 minutes of running, she does another 30 minutes of running by herself, which was harder than our workout, what we just did. It's unbelievable what this girl does in practice. Her competitiveness, her ability to perform on the big stage is uncanny. I've never seen it in an athlete before. In 2 years, she has a combined record of 27 wins and 1 loss. 1 loss coming last year in 400-meter dash out at Altoona as a 7th grader. And she got that revenge this year by coming in first out there. She holds 2 individual records and is part of 2 relay records. Last year, she was part of the 4x8 team that set the school record. She's part of the 4x4 team this year, and 100 and 200-meter dash record this year, or 100 and 400-meter dash record this year. And if it weren't for some unfortunate events at Altoona, she would have another record in the 200-meter dash, but sometimes things aren't supposed to be that way. There isn't enough I can say about this girl. Congratulations to Katie for setting school records in the 100-meter dash, 12.3 seconds. That beat the old one by 0.3 of a second, and breaking the 400-meter record that stood since 1986 with a time of 59.4 seconds. Congratulations. Best of luck next year. One more round of applause for these girls. Next, we will begin the awards presentation in the 4 core academic areas, as well as unified arts. Academics are the #1 responsibility of all students at the Williamsport Area Middle School, and in fact, at any school, at any level throughout the country. The foundation that you build with your school work and your work ethic today is truly the building block of your personal future. The following awards are given to those in different areas or curriculum, and these awards are presented to the students whom teachers feel have excelled in each subject and established a strong foundation for their future success in each academic area. Here to present the first set of academic awards is Mrs. Walter.
The following students have earned an award in the area of language arts for the 2016-2017 school year. Nolan Sowers, Tyler Fosnot, Whitney Felix, Haley DeBrody, Hannah Myers, Skylar Blaker, Logan Hakes, Tiana Collier, Siosi Kalamafoni, Anthony Feaster, Iska Rintelman, Wyatt Porman, Margaret Fosnot, Riley McDermott, Brian Diesenroth, Lenora Chabatari, Katie Penman, and Cecilia Fink. Thank you. Mr. Somm will now present the next awards.
Thank you, Ms. Walters. The next awards are for the area of mathematics. The following students have earned an award in the area of mathematics for the 2016-2017 school year. Please come up when I call your name. Vincent Polk Grimes, Tyler Fosnot, Dylan Reed, Jayla Bartholomew, Haley DeBrody, Chase Nye, Isabel Griswold, Ariana Welsh, Tiana Collier, Natalie Pally, Kane Thomas, Austin Stugart, Jacqueline Snyder, Michael Collier, Zoe Myers, Amir Webb, Michael Fisher, and Lenora Chabatari. Congratulations to all these students, and thank you. Next up is Mr. Mangus with this year's Social Studies Awards.
The next awards are in the area of social studies. The following students have earned an award in the area of social studies for the 2016-17 school year. Owen Patel, Dylan Reed, Haley DeBrody, Nolan Sowers, Emily Esposito, Tyler Fosnut, Wyatt Poorman, Emma Dickey, Ciosi Kalamafoni, Tiana Collier, Stephen Kranick, Gianna Backer, Megan Hartman, Maya Trump, Amir Webb, Matt Tebbs, Michael Fisher, and Nasir Jones. Thank you. Here to present this year's Science Awards is Mr. Kinley.
It is my privilege to present this year's Science Awards. The winners of those awards are Chase Nye, Om Patel, Isaiah Williams, Emily Esposito, Nolan Sowers, Dylan Reed, Emma Dickey, Brady Slick, Anthony Feaster, Ciosi Kalamafoni, Angelise Cordero, Connor Winstead, Robert DiBernardo, Jackie Snyder, Michaelin Sluzalis, Ronan Stradlin, Brooke Hockenberry, and Jada Beagle. Next up, Mr. Nye will begin a presentation of awards in the Unified Arts area.
All right, now just a friendly reminder about the noise. We're getting ready to... Yes. We're getting ready to present Phys Ed Awards. Now, I know Mrs. Watson's not here today, and she had a really difficult time coming up with just 3 candidates for these awards. She said she could have given these awards to 50-plus kids, and I could have done the same thing. But I think we can all agree, once the names are called, these kids, flat out ballers. There's no two ways about it. They're some of the best we got. So here we go. For the ladies, Jayla Bartholomew, come on down. Katie Penman, come on down. Avery Eisworth, come on down.
job, girls. For the gentleman, my man, Nasir Jones. Good job, boy. Nazir McGee. Wrong Zaire. And last but not least, Braden Mazzani. Good job, kid. Thank you. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Thank you. Next up, Mrs. Bolt will present the next awards.
Good morning. Thank you. One person. There were many students who earned outstanding grades in the 8th grade health education course. I'm excited to present the awards for excellent in health education to 6 students who not only earned excellent health grades, but also added to that special something to class that enriched the environment, not only for the other students, but for me as well. So here are your health class heroes. For his demonstration of character in the midst of what could sometimes be a chaotic environment, thank you for being someone I could always count on to be doing the right thing the first time, every time. Amon Coleman Graham. Congratulations. For her ability to incorporate her exceptional talents of drawing and creativity into her assignments, and for her passionate conviction in expressing her well thought out opinions, Breanne Russell. For his positive attitude, brilliant sense of humor, and his willingness to sit right up front in the front of the class and ask any question that comes to his mind. Sorry, not everyone in health class can have a spinny chair. Mark Halterman. For his infectious smile, kind heart, and consistent effort, Azir Wright. For her ability to enrich lessons with well-educated questions and discussion points, Angelise Cordero. And last but certainly not least, for having a good sense of humor and taking the endless good-natured joking and teasing, and most importantly, for having to put up with Mr. Nye as his dad, Chase Nye. Okay, next will be Mrs. Weaver with your technology awards.
Okay, as Mr. Nye said, it's very difficult when we have close to 400 students to pick only 6 because so many of you did so great. I wish all of you well in your future careers and remember everything that we talked about. Without further ado, the 3 young ladies that I chose all had perfect 100 grades from me and were just nice people. They always helped other people. They were always friendly, and I don't know if I've ever seen any of them have a bad day. Lydia Missingman, Hallie Clark, Hallie, I said it right, and Abby Noss. And I found it kind of ironic. Yesterday during the 8th grade celebration, I had to go up to the computer laptop room. And when I walked in the room, I saw 3 guys sitting at laptops right in the front row. They are my 3 award winners. Riley McDermott, who can type just about as fast as me, Nolan Sowers, and Alex Brosen. Thank you. Next up is Ms. Bosch with the Art Awards.
Okay, for this year's Art Awards, there were a lot to choose from. Like everyone else said, it's very hard to narrow it down. So first, we have Gianna Backner. Congratulations. Where's she at? I got it. Okay. Congratulations. Nick Zerby. If any of you ever have the chance to watch this kid draw, it's absolutely amazing. Good job, Nick. Here. And Trey Taylor. Congratulations. Next we have Brianne Russell. I saw some of the comics that were made in Mrs. Bolt's class and funny stuff. Robert DiBernardo. Skylar Blaker. All the way in the back. Congratulations. Okay, and last we have Aaliyah DeMarco. Well, congratulations. Okay, next up we have Mrs. Hickey with the Music Awards.
Thank you, Ms. Bosch. As all of my colleagues have mentioned, it's incredibly difficult to pick just a few of you among all of our students. So I'm going to read, this is the awards in the area of music. And if you could please hold your applause until the end of the list, I'd appreciate it. If you could come on up when I read your name, get your certificate and your lovely little trophy from Mrs. Garside. So awards for 2016-2017 in the area of music go to Jada Beagle, Lenora Chabatari, Jack Beatty, Ryan Tilburg, Angelise Cordero, and David Kong. No, he's absent. All right. In the area of performing music, certificates are given for band, choir, and orchestra. Certificates and trophies in the area of choir are being awarded to 2 students for the 2016-2017 year. Again, an incredibly difficult decision, and I'm not going to take the time to sit and talk about these students because as my 8th grade choir knows, I could talk about you guys all day because I adore you all. But our winners for the year are Sloan Wood and Tyler Fosnod. Thank you very much. It's now Mrs. Garside's turn to present the next set of awards.
Where are we? Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Like we have heard so many times, there were a number of you that this award could have been given to, and it was a very difficult decision. The 2 students that will receive the band award this year have been incredibly helpful all year long, spend time at home working on things, and both will be continuing on in the Marching Millionaires next year when they go to the high school. I feel like such a loser up here. I don't have any little fun things to give out in addition to the certificate. So if you want to come pick up a broken drumstick, you're more than welcome to come get one later on today. The band award recipients this year are Nolan Sowers and Emily Horn. Thank you very much. Mrs. Mondell will now present the final awards in the Unified Arts Curriculum for Orchestra.
Good morning. My decision for the awards for orchestra it was a challenge for me this year because I have had an incredibly talented group of 8th graders. So it was hard for me to narrow it down to 2. I am going to be presenting an award to a boy and a girl, and they will also be receiving a gift card to Robert M. Sides Music. Certificates in the area of orchestra are awarded to the following students for the 2016-2017 school year. Those students are Kate Chandler and Michael Fisher. Thank you. Mrs. Welty and Mr. Forney will now begin presentations of the Presidential Awards for Academic Achievement.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Presidential awards for academic excellence are given by the Office of the President of the United States for academic averages of 92.5 or higher for the 2016-2017 school year. The award consists of a certificate signed by the President of the United States and the Secretary of Education, and this year we have 50 winners. Please hold your applause till the end because there are 50 names. Brad Edwards. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause till the end. Imir Webb, Evan Zelowitz, Jessica Robinson, Ryan Tilburg, Alexander Brosen, Nicholas Lorson, Tiana Collier, Douglas Nicholas, Gavin Fury, Naeem Hill, Magnolia Chakate, Devin Parker, Ethan Douglas, Summer Bishop, Jacob Wynn, Riley McDermott, Aiden Harris, Mila Thomas, Jenna Robson, Lillian Duffy, Kane Thomas, Michael Dykstra, Gabriel Carson, Derek Gare.
And there's more. Robert Paritsky, Autumn Paternostro, Brady Slick, Cameron Fox, Chance McCloskey, Joseph Dickey, Brian Diesenroth, Lindsay True, Carly Seitzer, Grace Paul Hamus, Mark Halterman, Austin Stugart, Autumn Wirt, Brittany Rout, Aaliyah DeMarco, Noah Lavecchio, Isaiah Williams, Ariana Welsh, Tora Snook, Martin Bryant, Riley McCloskey, Thomas Harper, Elliot Wanup, Matthew Heaton, and Aaliyah Barton. Now you may applaud. Once we have all the recipients in place, if anyone would like a picture opportunity, that will be your time.
I'm going to ask that a couple of teachers with phones snap a picture of these guys quick so you can send it to me, and we can get it onto our Facebook page.
Okay, and now we have Mrs. McCann and Mrs. Furman to present more awards for academic excellence.
Good morning. At this time, we will be presenting the Presidential Award for Academic Excellence, awarded to students with an overall average of 95% or above. For 2016-2017 school year, this year there are 95 students. As the students' names are read, if you will please come to the stage, we will present your certificate, and then if you would please kindly come down here and form in front of the stage the line so we can get all the students up together at once for a picture. The following students: Michael Fisher, please hold your applause until the end. Margaret Fosnot, Natalie Pally, Isabel Griswold, Lenora Ciberati, Tyler Fosnot, Emma Dickey, Iska Riddleman, Maya Trump, Lauren Sowers, Catherine Penman, Hannah Myers, Cecilia Fink, Catherine Chandler, Wyatt Poorman, Nolan Sowers, Zola Daviero, Haley DeBrody, Dustin Fink, Sean Jensen, Rebecca Carson, Natalia Collegi, and Jacqueline Snyder, Olivia Fessler, Om Patel, Megan Hartman, Haley Kinley, Alexa Radolski, Patrick Reed, Savannah Noviello, Cianisi Calafafoni, I apologize, Angeles Cordero, Emily Horn, Logan Hakes, Alana Davis, Riley Harris, Caitlin Charler, Sarah Eisworth, Gracie Montoya, Sage Koch, Colby Cormier, Regan Cowick, Grace Regan, Jada Beagle, Lily Giuliani, Edya Green Pratt, Whitney Felix, Amon Coleman Graham, Patrick Eisworth, Gianna Backner, Caleb Kite, Michael Collier, Avery Eisworth, Emily Esposito. Mrs. Furman will continue with the list.
Still hold your applause, please. Ryan Patrick, Michaelin Sluzalis, Jayla Bartholomew, Robert DiBernardo, Abigail Newcomer, Alana Jackson, Abigail Taylor, Russell Francisco, Dejay O'Connell, Brianna Brennan, Alan Taylor, Zoe Myers, Genesis Andrews, Lydia Missigman, Tyler Turner, Sloan Wood, Jackson Mayer, Nicholas Biter, Anthony Feaster, Hallie Clark, Skylar Blaker, Gage Metzger, Chase Nye, Jack Beatty, Whisper Red Kadrum, Nicholas Zerby, Braden Mazzani, Cameron Hensler, David Kong, Patrick Garrity, Gavin Turner, Christopher Raker, Haley Wright, Trayvon Eisworth, Matthew Tebbs, Alyssa Chestnut, Jaden Kinley, Aslan Hine, Chamar Martin, Isabella Gillespie, and Maya Clary. Please give these students a round of applause. Thank you. Mr. Mumbauer is now going to present the Williamsport area. Not yet?
Our people who took pictures of the last group, could you please make sure you get a shot now that everybody is in place? Get another shot of this group. We have one more to come in here yet. All right, we're ready for those pictures. Go ahead and snap a few, please. Okay, thank you. Congratulations, folks. You may head back to your seat.
Okay, I'm gonna go take these to them now. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Nye. They weren't going to get that on their own. Okay, millionaires, let's bring that noise back down and give me your attention, please. It's always a good problem to have when you run out of room on the stage for your high achievers. So congratulations to all those students and everyone else who has been up here for any reason today. I want to take this time right now to recognize the recipients of the 2016-17 Outstanding Students. The outstanding students best exemplify the qualities expected of a student from Williamsport Area Middle School. These expectations include, but are not limited to, integrity, academic excellence, trustworthiness, and positive attitude. These students were presented to the Williamsport Area School District Board of Directors during one of the evening meetings during the month of April. I'd like to take time and recognize them in front of their peers for their achievements. The Williamsport Area Middle School's outstanding students for this year are Maggie Fosnot and Michael Fisher. So they're not getting an award because they received it at the board meeting, so we just wanted to bring them up and acknowledge them in front of their peers. Mr. Fatherly will now present this year's Junior Rotarians. Mr. Fatherly.
And I'm looking for the final Herman.
Oh, it's here.
It's here.
I'll get it ready.
Can I please have your attention? We're at the point in the program where there's only 2 remaining awards to give. I thank you for your time and your patience in this celebration. The first award that we will give is an award that's actually the Williamsport Rotarian Club sponsors an annual award to recognize a boy and a girl from the local elementary and middle school. This award is the Junior Rotarian Award. Students are selected for their work, their ethics, their citizenship, their academics, their community contributions, as well as their school service. This year's Junior Rotarians are Tyler Fosnot and Emma Dickey. The final award for the day is the Hermance Award. This award is given by the Albert D. Hermance Fund to the top eighth grader with the highest academic average this school year. This award includes a certificate and a $50 prize for the student with the highest GPA for their 8th grade school year. The recipient of this award is Michael Fisher.
Wrap it up, or are you going to wrap it up?
I'm going to wrap.
Okay, very good.
Unless you want to wrap. On behalf of the Williamsport Area Middle School and the Williamsport Area School District, it's been an honor, it's been a pleasure in providing you this service and actually participating with you in your learning experience. Believe it or not, there are 368 students moving on to high school. 368 of you. Give yourself a hand. $368 of you. were able this year to accomplish, along with your teachers, some enormous goals. You stayed the course. Believe it or not, one of the things that Mr. Mumbai just mentioned about filling a stage of high achievers, out of the 368 of you, 228 of you actually received the Presidential Award. That's an amazing feat. Throughout the year, we've encouraged you to stay focused, make good decisions, fulfill your academic goals, and do the very best you could. You've actually accomplished those goals as well. This is the final day. We're going to ask that as we bid goodbye to you, that you remember the things that enable you to achieve this year. The journey, though we say goodbye, the journey continues in September. You're headed to the high school. There are similar expectations. You need to enter into the high school. Thank you. You need to enter into the high school with the desire to complete your goals, your education, and be that 2020 graduation class. I'd like to take this time to commend you on your effort, your hard work, as well as your achievement. Give yourself a hand of applause.
So, young men and young women, I'm going to ask you to stay in your seats until the homeroom teacher that brought you tells you to stand and go. 2 reminders to teachers. When we get back to homerooms,